So to start with the top left, a fair coin is flipped 4 times. What is the probability that the coin lands on heads all 4 times? Well, the probability that it lands on heads the first time is 1/2. We're not going to consider the small chance that it does land on its side. We flip the coin again, and the probability is still 1/2. And we're going to do that 4 times. So 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2 is 1/16. What is the probability that the coin lands on heads 0 times? Well, that means it's the same thing as landing as a tails every time, and that would be 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2, and we're still 1/16. Or if you want to kind of get creative here with just with the math, it's 1/2 to the 4th power, and that would be 1/16, still 1/16. What is the probability that the coin lands on heads at least once? Well, the probability that it lands on heads 0 times is 1/16. So at least once then would be 100% minus that fraction, or 1 minus 1/16, and that would be 15/16. We could also do this once you're in Algebra 2 with the binomial theorem, but that's going to be a little advanced for this course. So take a moment and try that middle one there on your own. But a quiz has 3 questions. Each question has an equal chance of being A, B, C, or D. If you had to guess in each question with the inability to narrow your choices, what is the probability that you would score 100%? Well, that means you'd have to get all 3 right, and by guessing, you'd have a 1 in 4 chance in the first question, a 1 in 4 chance on the second question, and a 1 in 4 chance on the third question. That's really the same thing as if we wanted to write this as 1/4 to the 3rd power, but we don't have to do that. That's really just 1/4 times 1/4 times 1/4, and that is 1/64. Maybe seeing a trend here. What is the probability that you would score a 0%? Well, in the first question, you have a 3 out of 4 chance of missing it. On the second question, you have a 3 out of 4 chance of missing it. And on the third question, you have a 3 out of 4 chance of missing it. So 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. And 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. So you have a 27 out of 64 chance of getting them all incorrect. The next part is, what is the probability that you would answer at least one of the questions correct? Well, the probability you get a 0 is 27 out of 64. So the probability you get at least one correct would be 1 minus that value. Or maybe I should write this out as 64/64 minus 27/64. And that would equal 37 out of 64. We'll do the question below it. In how many different ways can you organize a set of 6 books? So I'm going to kind of line up here the 6 books. So for the first book, we have 6 that we can select from. 1 book is placed there. So for the next spot, we have 5 books left, and 4 books, and then 3 books, and 2 books, and then 1 book. And if we multiply them all together, we are going to get 720 different ways. And for the last question in the top right, a jar contains 10 equally sized marbles. There are 4 red marbles, 3 white marbles, and 3 blue marbles. If 2 marbles are randomly selected with replacement, and that means we put the ball back in there, the marble back in there, what is the probability that both are red? So the first one has there's 4 red marbles, so 4 out of 10 chance that the first one is red. We put that marble back in, and there's still a 4 out of 10 chance that the next marble is red. So that would be 16 out of 100. And if required, that would simplify down to be 4/25. The next question is almost the same, but it's without replacement. That means we don't put the marble back in. So for the first marble, there's still a 4 out of 10 chance that it is red. And then we do not put that marble back in. So there are 3 red marbles left. And there's a total of 9 marbles. So 4 times 3 is 12. 10 times 9 is 90. And that would actually simplify down to be 2/15. And if you have any kind of questions, please ask your math teacher.